Welcome in, everybody, to a little bit of a bonus episode of the Aaron Torres Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Aaron Torres. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's having a great day. Let me say this. I have what I believe is an absolute treat for you ahead here in the coming minutes. So DJ Wagner, to me, is one of the most intriguing players in all of college basketball. Was awesome last year at Kentucky. John Calipari leaves, goes to Arkansas. DJ Wagner decides to follow him to Fayetteville. And I believe this kid is due for a monster 2024-2025 season, okay? Well, I bring it up. DJ does not do a lot of interviews, but guess what? In just a few minutes, he is going to join the Aaron Torres pod, and we're going to talk about a ton of different things as Arkansas. Remember, they have a charity exhibition Friday night, Bud Walton Arena. I believe the SEC network may be in town. And DJ and I talk about it all, okay? We talk about his relationship with Coach Cal that's going on 15 plus years. I've heard the story from everyone except for DJ Wagner, so he shares his thoughts on his new program, his new city, his new university at Arkansas. And oh, by the way, what to expect for the 2024-2025 Hogs. A little bit on Adu Thiero, a little bit on John L. Davis, and oh, by the way, a lot on how DJ Wagner is improved. So sit back, relax. In just a minute, we are going to get to DJ Wagner. By the way, I am not wearing an Arkansas shirt. Let the record show. It's actually Jerry Tarkanian here. Shout out to Coach Tark. But this is not an Arkansas shirt. DJ Wagner's coming. Before we get to DJ Wagner, though, do want to welcome back one of our favorite partners, BlueChew and BlueChew.com. Fellas, remember back in the days when you were always ready to go? Well, times change, you're getting older, maybe your football team isn't very good, but that's where BlueChew comes in. BlueChew is an online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but at a fraction of the cost and in chewable form. So to get started, it's easy. Just go to BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part, all done online, everything. No awkward trips to the doctors, no waiting at the pharmacy, no stink eyes, no raised eyebrows, no nothing. Again, it's all done online. Of course, with that, some of you are probably wondering, Torres, does this stuff actually work? Well, here's the good news. You can try it out for a month for free and see for yourself. Your football team may stink, but you'll be rocking those bed sheets, baby, like the 85 Bears. Thank you again to BlueChew, and thank you to BlueChew for this. They are giving listeners of the Aaron Torres pod a very special offer for right now if you order online. All you got to do is go to BlueChew.com. You can try the product for free when you use code Torres at checkout, and all you got to do is pay $5 in shipping. Try the product for free, $5 shipping, code Torres at checkout. That's BlueChew.com. Again, promo code Torres to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. We thank BlueChew for sponsoring the Aaron Torres pod. By the way, one more thing. Before we get to DJ Wagner, also want to thank our other partner, that is ColliPuffs and ColliPuffs.com. So as you know, I've mentioned it, but it's football season. Everybody's on the couch. You're watching games on Thursday night, Saturday all day, Sunday all day, Monday night, and you're probably looking for a snack that's not going to turn you into a fat slob, okay? Well, that is where ColliPuffs comes in, family-owned company, not far from where I live. And basically, the owner of the company, Joey, bottom line, just like you, just like me, football fan, Rams season ticket holder, he's trying to find a snack that he can enjoy with his family, that he's going to like, that his kids are going to like, that's going to keep him healthy, that's going to keep his kids healthy, and that's how he created ColliPuffs, okay? These things are baked, not fried, healthy, active ingredients, no HMO. Like, everything about these are delicious and tasty, but also healthy, right? That's what makes them different. You go to the grocery store, get something that tastes good, but it isn't very healthy. You could go to the grocery store, get something that's healthy, but doesn't taste very good. This is both. ColliPuffs, the alternative to everything in your grocery aisle. Check them out now. For more information, go to ColliPuffs.com. That's CAULIPUFFS.com. ColliPuffs.com. You can also order them on Amazon. Throw them in your cart with whatever else you're ordering, but we want to thank ColliPuffs as well. They are an incredible partner. Again, the healthy but delicious health food alternative. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back, and when we do, Arkansas Razorback DJ Wagner is going to join us, and we have a lot to talk about as the Hogs get ready for their preseason exhibition against Kansas this coming Friday. All right, joining me via Zoom. It is crazy to me. We are about a week and a half from the start of college basketball season. By the way, we're in the heart of exhibition season. Kansas coming to Arkansas Friday night. And I'm talking to one of the many new Razorbacks, a guy, frankly, DJ Wagner. You don't do a lot of interviews, man. So I appreciate you making some time talking about your career, your time at Arkansas, the game this weekend. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I appreciate you having me, but I've been doing good. We just been working a lot, just practicing, just trying pick up on the small details, just working. So I think, it's gonna be good this Friday just to see where we at and just to play. So we all excited and we just been working.
And I was going to ask you, your second go around in college basketball, it's cliche, but last year we know, all the circumstances into your freshman year, but how much do you feel, not just yourself personally, but the team, the guys that you played with last year, Duthiero, Big Z, your second go around? I mean, is there a level of comfort of like, okay, this is what a college basketball season feels like. This is what a late October feels like versus late February. Do you feel that like new level of comfort having done this once before?
Yeah, you could definitely say that. Just like you said, just this being my second year, just playing with them guys again and playing with the new guys as well. It just felt good to be able to uh play again. Just have that experience on our belt now, just going into the year, kind of knowing what to expect more, not like a lot, but just more just from playing last year and stuff like that, and already playing on the college level. So, I'm just grateful. I'm excited. I'm just happy to be able to get that freshman year not out the way, but just to
Yeah.
get through that freshman year, it's a blessing to be able to play college basketball. So I was just happy to be playing basketball freshman year, and it's always good to be able to play on that level because that's something you dream of. So now, like you said, it's the second year, you're more experienced, and I feel like it's going to be a good go around this time.
Fantastic. Let's talk a little bit about your journey to Arkansas. First of all, let me ask you this. I have heard everyone else tell the DJ Wagner Coach Cal relationship story about we know Coach Cal coached your dad, all that. I've never
Yeah.
heard DJ Wagner's side of the Coach Cal relationship. I mean, how long have you known Coach Cal? I mean, we know the ties with your father, but how long does the DJ Wagner relationship go with Coach Cal? And obviously, how has it evolved? Haven't had a chance to play for him now at a second school.
I knew Coach since I was a kid. Like you said, my dad played for him, so we used to go up there a lot, up to Kentucky a lot when I was a kid, just going to camps and stuff like that, just seeing him coach and stuff like that. So I met him when I was a kid, and I knew him since I was younger. And so far, it's been good. He cared about it. That's the most important thing. He cares about his players, and he wants what's best for us. So he going to push us to go as hard as we can and push us to be the best players that we could be. So far, it's been good, and I've been learning a lot and picking up a lot of things from.
And I was going to say too, I think that trust that you guys as players have with him, I've seen several of his former players at Memphis, at Kentucky, some of the former players at Arkansas come back and be part of what you guys are doing this summer. Tell us a little bit about how he builds that trust and just the love that he has for all you guys, whether you played for him last year or 20 years ago.
Just by just caring. Like I said, he ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. Like he gonna want to hear it or not. So he gonna tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. So I feel like that's important. And he j- he my bad. I'm trying to say dang.
Coach Cal? You
Yeah.
afraid he's going to hear it? I promise. I'll make sure that he doesn't hear it. If
I'm
he,
sorry, I forgot the word. I had a little brain fart, my bad. But yeah, he just caring. Like he wants what's best for you. So I feel like that's a common theme you see with a lot of players come back because they know how much he cared for him and that he actually wanted the best for him. And like I said, he tell them what they needed to hear and give them the best options and stuff like that. So I feel like that's a common thing with players coming back because they know how big of an impact coach has had in their careers and how important of a part he played in their careers.
when you decide when Coach Cal leaves, first of all, I'd ask you, there weren't a lot of reports. You even in the high school recruiting process, you weren't a guy that put out a million graphics and here's my top 15 and here's my top 12 and here's my top 7. First of all, I'd be curious, did you ever meet with the new coaching staff at Kentucky and consider that? But then also when you went in the portal, was there ever serious consideration of going anywhere other than Arkansas and following Coach Cal?
I mean, anyway, you can say that, yeah, just from going in the portal, just weighing my options, really, just seeing what options and stuff I had. But in the end, I ended up here, so I feel like that's most important. I'm a Razorback now, so I'm happy. I'm happy with my decision, and I'm excited.
Fantastic. Tell us a little bit. So, exhibition on Friday against Kansas. Um, I guess I would just ask, like, first of all, how's the team? I want to ask you about some of yourself and then some of the individuals on the team, but just how do you feel the group? I mean, I feel like it's mostly been together since probably late May, early June, whatever. How do you feel like the team's coming together?
I feel like we coming together pretty good. We got a lot of young guys, a lot of experienced guys. So it's like a mixture of both. And we just been working, just working, just learning from coach, whatever coach said in practice. We all try to listen to the other coaches as well. And we try to listen to each other. So we just learn to play off each other. And I feel like it's been pretty good. The past couple of weeks in practice, we've been picking up a lot, like on defense, offense, just everything, just knowing that it's not going to be easy. Playing at this level is never easy, no matter who you playing against. So coach been preaching that to us a lot, and we just been working as much as we can. So I feel like we all excited, and we've been preparing as much as possible because that's most important. Just making sure you prepare, and then when you go out, just play carefree. That's something coach always tell us as well, just to play with a free mind, carefree. Don't worry about making mistakes, just all that kind of stuff. As long as we prepare, and we should be good.
Fantastic. I want to ask you about your game in a minute, but I want to ask you about a couple of your teammates first. First, let me
Uh,
ask you about Adu Thiero. You know him. You've played with him. Every
yeah.
time I go on the Arkansas social media page, he's jumping from the foul line, grabbing a ball off the top of the backboard. How have you seen him grow? And then, what do you expect from him this season?
Uh, just maturing as a player, just even with small things like in practice, just like I said, preparation, just taking care of his body, just all that kind of stuff, just maturing as a player and just becoming a better player as well, becoming stronger. Like you said, he jumping out the gym. I mean, he was jumping out the gym last year, but he doing the same thing, working on his shot. So he improved a lot in my eyes, and I'm excited for him this upcoming season. I think he's gonna have a great season upcoming.
How about Nelly Davis, a guy, we all expect you guys to share a lot of minutes in the backcourt together. Both very talented, both very accomplished. Obviously, he was at a different school. I don't know if had you ever played against him? Did you know him at all before he got to campus? And then what have you seen so far?
Oh yeah, I never played against Nelly, but yeah, like I said, he's a veteran, very mature as a player, as a person, just when it comes to getting treatment and stuff like that, just being in the gym, he a very hard worker. If you walk in the gym, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna see him in there shooting, just working on his game. And I feel like that's important for all of us. He like a leader in a way because he a vet, you know what I'm saying? He experienced, so he's just a very hard worker, and he's a good player as well. Just from practicing, just seeing him in practice, he be doing a lot of things that we could pick up on just from knowing that he got more of that experience. Like in practice, coaches might say something, he might pick up on it instantly because he been in college, so he know the terminology and all that kind of stuff. So just being able to pick up from him and just learn from him, it's a blessing. Be able to go against them guys in practice as well, because I feel like we all making each other better. So they players.
I was going to say, let me ask you a dumb question. When 12, 13 new guys come together, I know TB was there last year, but obviously he's got 12, 13 new teammates. How does the process work of leadership, of holding each other accountable as you guys are just getting to know each other for the first time yourselves here over the last couple months?
I feel like it's all about just wanting to win. We all competitors at the end of the day. So we know in order to win, we're gonna have to play together and we're gonna have to go out there and fight together. So it's like you don't really got no choice. And as winners, I feel like that's something we all been doing. Just when we get out there on the court, just making sure we play together, just we hold each other accountable, just all that kind of small stuff that plays a factor into winning. And even off the court, we all pretty close. We all cool. We be hanging out with each other and stuff like that. So I feel like that helps as well. Because when we get on the court, we know we got that close relationship.
One thing really quick before we get back to your teammates, hang out together. What have you learned about Fayetteville? I mean, I know you played down there last year. I don't know how much you spent time down there prior to committing to Arkansas. What have you learned about Fayetteville the last 4 or 5 months you've been down there?
It's nice. It's a nice place. In my eyes,
Yeah.
a lot more than I imagined. When we play here, you don't really get to go through the campus and stuff like that. You just go straight from the airport to the arena to the hotel. So from that first time, I ain't think it was nothing out here. If I'm being honest, because nothing. But so far, I like it. The
Well,
people nice. The people very nice. They very supportive. So I love it out here.
Well, I was going to say, I made my first visit last year. I drove in the darkness through the woods. And
Yeah.
I didn't really see much. And then I woke up the next day and I went to campus, and it blew me away as well. All the resources every student has, not just basketball players. Really quickly before we let you go, I would ask you, how has DJ Wagner developed from last year? I mean, one, we talked about just the mental maturity of a second go around in college hoops, but you dealt with some injuries. First of all, let me ask you this. How were you the back half of last year? Because, you were phenomenal early in the year, 28 points against St. Joe's, 22 against Marshall. You ball out against North Carolina, you ball out against Florida, and then you kind of had those nagging injuries. I mean, how close were you to 100%? You missed a couple. You might have even missed the Arkansas game. I could be mistaken on that, but
I played in that game.
you did play in that game. Okay, so like, how healthy were you by the end of last year?
Uh, I wouldn't say I was fully healthy, but I was able to play,
Of
so that's all
course.
that mattered. I
No,
wasn't like,
I don't want to sound like I'm making excuses for you. I just feel like people forget how awesome you were to
yeah,
start the season
appreciate
last year.
you. But yeah, injuries come with the game, so I wouldn't say I was fully 100%, but I was able to play through it. So this year, that's just something I've been focusing on, just getting fully healthy. So that's something I could tell just from last year, just improving, just taking care of my body, just all the small things, just making sure I'm hydrated, getting as much treatment as I can, and just staying in the gym as much as possible. Because that's most important to me. As long as you stay in the gym, then you leave everything else in God's hands. So that's something we all been doing, just staying in the gym, just working. So that's it, really, just staying in the gym.
And we're all going to get to see it on Friday, but how do you feel like your game has improved, evolved, changed over the last year and a half or so since you started college hoops?
Just mentally, just knowing the game, learning the game, just learning small things like on offense, defense, just how to read certain reads that I might not have been able to read last year, just from seeing the game and just like you said, from having that experience under my belt and just working on all the small things in my game that I could improve because there's always room for improvement. So I wouldn't say nothing specifically like within my game, but definitely when it comes to like my IQ and all that kind of stuff.
And the last thing, what can Hog fans expect Friday night, Bud Walton Arena? You play the number one team in the country, the Kansas Jayhawks. What can fans expect when you guys take the court?
Just a team that's willing to win. We're gonna play hard, we're gonna come out there ready to fight. And we know it's not gonna be easy. Kansas, they're a great team, they're very well coached. So I feel like it's gonna be a very fun game for all of us. And we all excited.
I was gonna say one last question, I promise. But how
All right.
things ended last year, like how does that motivate you coming in? We know the tournament is one and done. There's only one team that can hoist that trophy at the end of the year, but the experience that you had, how does that motivate you coming into 2025 season?
It motivated me a lot, especially as a competitor. Nobody like to lose, whether it's in the first round, in the last round, it don't matter when you lose, but as a competitor, it motivates me a lot. And I feel like it motivates all of us just to come out there with a chip on the shoulder, with a chip on our shoulder, I'd say, just coming out there ready to play. Because as a competitor, it don't never feel good to lose.
No, I get it, man. Well, listen, I don't want to put, I don't want Kansas fans mad at me, saying anything about, how I feel about how you guys will perform on Friday night. But DJ, man, like I said, I know you don't do a ton of media. I've been following your journey since high school, man. I'm so excited. Best of luck to you. Best of luck to the Hogs. And hopefully, knock on wood, things go well. Maybe we get you back on the show at some point this season. We talk a little bit about the season while it's actually going on. Okay.
Yeah, yes, sir. Appreciate you. Oh, yeah, and that word, I forgot, it was genuine. Coach is genuine.
Coach Cal is genuine. Okay. All right. Well, no, that's one thing I'll say. And I know you got to run. I got to run.
Yeah, you good.
I've dealt with dozens of people that know Coach Cal, and whether you played for him when your dad played for him, or you played for him before, whether you're playing for him now, he's genuine is the perfect word to describe him, to be honest. And even me in the media, I think that I haven't had a ton of experiences with him, but all my experiences personally have been positive. I know certain people might not say that, but you know what? There's two sides to every story. But the bottom line I'm trying to make is everyone that I've met that knows Coach Cal loves him. I'm not surprised. You've known him for, however long, 15, 20 years now, man. But
20,
yeah,
I ain't 20 yet.
that's what I was gonna say. I was doing the math in my head, trying to figure it out exactly. I mean, the one thing
Yeah,
I will say, like I said, I've heard everyone else's version of DJ Wagner and Coach Cal except for DJ Wagner. So
yeah.
I appreciate you sharing that. But
Yeah,
we'll
appreciate
do
you.
this. We'll do this again soon, man. Best of luck this weekend, and that's it.